Hey, y'all, listen. Welcome into the building. It's Friday night. We having an express train ride. I got to clean my glasses. And I was eating my little snack. I got to move my snack out the way. Okay, I need to get my life together over here. Listen, guys, I'm happy. Thanks for being here, okay? We're doing a Friday night express train. When I say express, come on now, help me out. Help me out. I mean express train, okay? And listen, there was some people last night that hopped this train. All y'all got to do is hit the like button. Hit the like button for Diva as you come in the building and let me know what ticket number you got, okay? We got a good little show tonight, okay? We got Kim and Kroy from formerly from Tardy from the Party in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They playing in our face. They getting a divorce. They can't stand each other. They hate each other. To now, they going to work it out. I know what happened. Kim laid it down on him. Kroy is a sucker for Kim. Kim's decided I can't do this on my own. She snuck in that room. She put it down on him and boom. Now they're going to get back together. That's right. Thank you so much for the super chat. We're going to do a what? Choo-choo. Yes, I'm about to board this train, y'all, for Friday night. Andrea, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it, okay? Choo-choo. Yes, honey, yes. And listen, Roy is on the platform, okay? All right, he said subscribe to the channel. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Roy, I thought that was yours. Throw yours in the chat there, boo. All right, we got a choo-choo. Okay, so Kim and Kroy, they on the docket tonight. Then we got Monique and Chris. You know what, Monique, some of these females, they be doing the darn thing. Because Monique and Chris, formerly from the Real Housewives of Potomac in Love and Marriage, DC, they're separating, divorcing, but they still living in the same house together. But unlike, what's his name, Kevin Costner and his wife, Christine, Monique is getting to chill at the house while she renovates her new home. Christine got 30 days to get out, and Monique is sitting up in the house with Chris chilling while she gets her home all decorated and remodeled and furnished and everything. She better write a book, honey. Learn how to divorce these men and get your way. Then we got a Poolside Karen we're going to talk about. A Poolside Karen. We're going to talk about that if we get to it, okay? Thank you, y'all, for the choo-choo. I'm about to board this train, all right, everybody? We're going to board this train with our riders that we got tonight. So thank you, everybody. We can need a what out there, and I saw y'all do it. A what? A choo-choo. All aboard, everybody, because we have Friday night trending topics, express train ride. We got Roy in the building. Hey, Roy.
Hey, Auntie Diva. Hey, beautiful people. Happy Friday. It's the weekend. We just got paid. What we doing?
Friday night. Just got paid. Come on now. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Radiance. Hey, Leo. Hey, in my opinion.
Hey.
Hi. Oh, it's about to be.
Hello, everyone.
About to be some mess tonight. Chef Kev in the building. That means the drink cart is open. Okay.
Oh no, we haven't drank.
Leo's in the building. Denzel's in the building. And
hey y'all.
All of y'all. All right. Now listen, guys. I just want to. We ain't going to backtrack, but I'm gonna give y'all a little update. Okay, I'm talking to all your train riders in the chat. Now y'all wanted to approve Kiki Palmer's outfit. Y'all proved it. Y'all said she was cool. All was well. Okay. She posted up pictures talking about I wear what I want and I do what I do. But now she crying. Because you know why? She missing her man. She missing her baby daddy. And so is little Leo. Now I'm just gonna give this update to y'all. Hold on one second. I'm gonna show y'all Kiki. She's crying. Where Kiki at? Hold on one second, y'all. I can only play some of it because you got a little music at the end. But I'm gonna show y'all how y'all got Kiki out here all messed up. And little Leo looking sad, talking about where his daddy. Hold on.
Lovely. Isn't he wonderful? Isn't he precious? 4 months old. You're almost 5 months, Leo. I never knew your love would be making one as lovely as he. Isn't he lovely? Made from love.
Okay, she done got the merch. I'm a mother. Okay. She said I'm on my Stevie Wonder, BS. Now I can't play the rest because it got music attached to it. But she out there now. It's just her and Leo. It's just her and Leo because of y'all. Y'all approved that outfit. Yes, y'all did. Now she said, little Leo said, and we got another broken home. Congratulate yourselves. Give yourselves a round of applause because y'all approved that outfit.
Exactly.
Stop. Stop.
Didn't they, Emmanuel?
Diva, just out of curiosity, did she tell people to stop cyberbullying and harassing the father of her child?
She did not. She did not. She did not, Emmanuel. And you see her now crying, talking about you 4 months old. Almost 5 months.
Thanks to your mama, she done broke up your family.
Exactly.
Dancing all up on Usher.
The mama and the daddy. Remember, the daddy went public first. So we're going to mom shame her. We got to dad shame him first.
Well,
Just
if mama
saying.
went down and act like she has some common
We
sense.
ain't putting the train in reverse. All I want to know is y'all see the fruit of your labor. She on that ride, she crying, she by herself, her and Leo.
Look, Diva, let's shout out to the people for tearing the family apart. Shout out to the people who tear families apart. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Hey, I missed you yesterday.
Stupid games, win stupid prizes.
That's it. Yes.
Maybe Usher can take them in.
Okay.
Oh, that was shade.
And Leo will have 15 brothers and sisters.
But wait a minute, is Usher married?
No, now you saw all conservative she was with the clothes and everything. Yeah.
Is Usher married?
He got a baby mama. He's a divorcee, and now he got a baby mama, and she got 2 kids.
Okay. Wow.
I thought they were engaged, or they did get married. She's a racially ambiguous young lady. She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
But I thought they married though.
Oh, you could Google it. No, he's not married. I don't think he married. But that I just wanted to start the train off with a public service announcement. I hope you're happy. All right, move on. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about Kim and Kroy, formerly from Don't Be Tardy and the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kim is on some more other stuff. Okay. They said yes, Usher is married again. When I looked it up, they said it was Usher's.
He got divorced.
girlfriend.
He got married in 2015, and they divorced in 2018. So he couldn't even keep it together for 3 years.
That part.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's disgraceful. Yeah, but she up
He
there.
probably found out what he had and decided to leave.
We got the move.
Who child?
That Jezebel spirit.
Yeah, that Jezebel spirit.
Come on, y'all. I didn't even get the story. Number 1, they cut down.
Who child?
They cut down. Okay, so let's get to this story here. So first of all, Kim had the nerve to call Kenya a B. Okay, but I'm not even gonna go down that road. She called Kenya a B, and then now all of a sudden her and Croy, they're gonna work it out. Y'all done took each other to court. Y'all done said all kind of craziness about each other, right? So inside Kim and Kroy's, Kim Zolciak and Kroy Behrman, they're getting back together. Okay, they're getting along. So she called it off. Okay, she called it off. These two are getting along. Let me tell you something. Nothing's wrong with a man that loves his wife, but Kroy gotta wake up. Now, I ain't one to be breaking up no fairies because you see, I just tried to keep Kiki Palmer and her man together. But Kroy, I want to go slap him in the face and say, wake up. I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. Kim slithered in that bedroom where he was at, and Kroy was back in it again. That's why they went to church together just the other day. They went to church together. Oh, God. So Kim Zolciak and her husband, Kroy, have reconciled 2 months after they both filed for divorce, but their relationship still isn't rock solid. They're getting along. So Kim called it off. You get along for 2 days, and now you say, come on now. Anyway, knowing that the pair may change their relationship status again in the future, tomorrow might be different, the insider adds. So Kim is 44. Kroy is 37. We know about all of their kids, and they decided to, get back together after they done called the cops on each other. She called him a weed head. He called her a drunk that gambles all their money away. And now all of a sudden, boom, they wake up and now they're back together. I'm not reading through all this because I'm actually kind of sick of them at this point. But, we'll chat about them. Okay, because it seems like 2023 is the year of divorces. Like everybody's divorcing. So maybe I should be happy that these two are getting back together for the kids. Okay, I hope it works out. I hope when they get back together, they are also making some type of financial plan because they owe the IRS. They owe a Rolls Royce. They owe Target, McDonald's, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts. They owe everybody. Roy, thoughts?
And I think I was talking to you when I said this. I said from the beginning, I think they playing us in our face to get out of paying these bills. Mm-hmm. But what they failed to realize was, because I truly believe in the love that Kim and Kroy have.
Yes.
I truly think that the two dummies are meant to be together.
Yeah.
And they thought, that this crazy idea, we're going to divorce and everything's going to go away. No. The same things that you accumulated during the marriage, you take with you after the marriage, okay? Mm-hmm. So that's why they decided to call it off. Like the article said, I guess a family that prays together stays together. So they done went and prayed, and so they decided to stay. So we just hope now that God will open the financial door for them to get out of all this debt. Ooh. Like you said, they owe Target, BMW, they owe the government, they owe Nene Leakes, Candy, and everybody else. So, hopefully the Lord will open the door, for blessings to flow through like never before. That's my hope.
Yeah, if he opens the door for the blessings, though, he got to close the door on her gambling habits. They got a lot. Ooh.
He got to close the bottom, the back door, because it go right out to the front door.
Yes. What? Okay. Oh, somebody said, oh, wait, what's today? Let's see. Today is 7/7/2023. 7 equals 21. For some, today is a big win, and for others, not so good. All right, now. Well, you know what? It must be big for them because they getting back together. Nikki, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. It was hard for me to believe when the story first broke. So I was just like, they stunting. But then when she called the police saying, or maybe he said, no, I think Kim called the police trying to say he was kidnapping her daughter or something like that happened. And they're doing like this whole everybody wants sole custody.
Right.
To me, that screams, especially publicly. It's one thing to want all these things behind closed doors between your attorneys, but to tell the whole world, that's when I was like, oh yeah, this must be real. Like at that point, I was like, oh, this is terrible, but it's real. So now I'm kind of like, now I'm just rolling my eyes because it feels like thirsty. It's like, okay, how can we get back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Or some reality show.
True.
Okay, so in my opinion, what are your thoughts? In my opinion, okay, go ahead.
Kim is a fraud, okay? They go ahead and play in our face to get her a show. Now, I don't know what network got her the show, but they called her with the contract and said Kroy had to be part of it. And she said, deal, we back together now. You better go out there and find me a way to get my millions back. Go.
Ow, what's that?
It's a pop. Sorry about that, y'all.
All right.
Yeah. But she a fraud. I don't believe nothing. They went to church and now all of a sudden they back together. I don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. You know I think who said it? They're stunt queens. But listen, somebody else pointed out on Sherelle's World, and they said it and I believe it. When she called 911, she was too calm. Let me see if I could play this a little bit. Just see how calm she was. Yeah, they was playing in our face the whole time. Hold on one second.
I don't know why. I just have a situation here where my husband is threatening a kidnapping because my girlfriend took my son on a play date. And now he has harassed not only the mother, but my son is shaking and hysterically crying. And now I'm just going to leave and just go pick him up to prevent this situation. I just don't know what else to do at this point.
Okay, can you tell me exactly what happened? I'm sorry. Can you please tell the story again?
I'm sorry, what was that? I can hear you. I'm just going to put you on speaker just because my son, I dropped my son off. I live in the manor. I dropped my son off at the front gate.
We don't need to listen too much of it. I just wanted to show you how calm she was. Who calls the cops that calm?
Nobody.
Stunning, plain in our face. Emmanuel, what are your thoughts?
And she said, I'm going to put it on speaker. So could she have maybe been filming?
I don't know.
You never know. But this story, to be honest, I always took it with a grain of salt because I thought it was so weird that all the time we saw them, they were so in love with each other. And then for them to drastically be getting this divorce and drastically calling the police and the restriction and all this and it all being reported by TMZ, I always found it suspicious. I got to say, I do think they were playing in our face. I do think she will definitely be back on TV, whether that's Housewives or the Ultimate Girls Trip or whatever. But yeah, and that's why I've said this before here. That's why I don't even really believe Drew and Ralph, to be honest. I think a lot of these housewives, look at Ashley. Last season, she said the entire season she was going to get a divorce. To this day, she hasn't gotten a divorce. So that's why for a lot of these housewives, I just feel like they're so desperate for something going on in their lives. So they'll come up with anything, even if it means doing this. So that's what I think.
Yeah, that's crazy. Leo, what are your thoughts?
I find these people to be so unserious, right? These people are so unserious. I don't know if they're trying to do something for a show, but what I figure is that just like Opinion said, somebody must have called in and say, hey, look, we got something for y'all if y'all get back together. But I will go back to the same point. These people cannot separate from each other because their debts belong to each other, right? So whomever, if Kim thought that she would be able to divorce Kroy and leave the debts with him, she is sadly mistaken. Wow. If Kroy thought he could leave and go back to his Kentucky or Tennessee or wherever his people from and decide that he gonna leave the debts with Kim, he is sadly mistaken. They are tied and bound together through not only a marital contract but a financial contract. They are in financial ruins. And if they don't pull it together, neither one of them are not going to be able to come up out of it.
Yeah.
So they got to come somewhere. Somebody got to them and say, hey, look it, y'all will survive this together before y'all will you survive this separate. And your kids are going to suffer.
You know,
your kids are going to suffer.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that thing right there. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that theory. Like they can get a show if they're together. Because this thing is a hot mess. How do you get out of this? This is a huge debt.
There's no way of getting out of it. A divorce is another bill. Divorce is another bill. These people don't have money. They can't even live separately. Divorce is another bill. They got too much up under them for them to try to separate now. They could conquer this better together than separately. They may have a whole bunch of, and I do believe Diva now. I believe that too. I believe she slipped in there and did the whip appeal on him and gathered him together. See, that happened too. Gathered him together.
Yeah, she gathered him.
She got to deal with. to deal with it, they have to come together to handle these financial woes because these people not playing. The suing that they just got from the last place, they sued. Somebody just sued them. More suing is coming, and they know that. The only way to get around this is together, not separately, because the debts belong to them.
Yeah, can they file bankruptcy?
Huh?
Can they file bankruptcy?
Yeah.
Yes, they can file bankruptcy. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe they need to. Radiance, what are your thoughts?
I'm so tired of Kim and Kroy seeing them hitting this same story. I mean, it's ridiculous. They and we've been trying to give Kroy a pass. He's just as guilty as Kim. This was all a hoax just to get back on TV. But they owe everybody. They owe all the debtors. They owe Candy. They owe Andy. They probably owe Nene. They owe her parents. They owe the network that they don't sign with. They already in a future debt. They just can't seem to get together. Everybody hoping, wishing, and praying that they get some money to get themselves together. If their habits don't change, it's not going to matter. You can give them $10 million tomorrow. It's not going to matter if their habits don't change.
That's fact.
And I feel like the way they was tying up the emergency lines, it's ridiculous, and they need to pay for that. They need to be charged for that.
They do. They
like
do.
some kind of way, some kind of capacity. People are supposed to be getting rushed to hospital, fires, pop-outs, DVs, missing persons. They have important jobs to do. So I feel like they should be held liable for tying up their lines with all their nonsense just to create this little false narrative just for a stunt. So they can pay a fine or something, or have to go down there to community service to help answer some 911 calls or something.
Yeah, thank you for your thoughts. EB, you are correct. You cannot bankruptcy a IRS bill, but maybe all the other debt creditors can get off their back if they file bankruptcy, and then they just owe the IRS.
Tasha K put the IRS in bankruptcy.
Huh?
Tasha K put the IRS in her bankruptcy.
But she might have did it, but you can't get out of it. You still got to pay that money. But I'm talking about just getting on the same page,
right?
To get bills paid. Whatever scheme they need to come up with, because they hustlers, they absolutely are. So whatever page they need to get on together to get these, because people coming for these people, they ain't paid their bills. They ain't paid their bills.
Ooh, I don't know how they eating that night. Dustin, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are this: who's coming on? When you said a new show was beginning? When does it begin?
No, we don't know. We're speculating that they're probably going to get another show, because they got back together after they accused each other of all kind of craziness. Now all of a sudden they've been getting along for 2 days, 48 hours, and they're going to get back together.
I don't think that's going to last, and I don't think they're going to. They might be together now, but they don't last very long. I bet you that, and I bet you they don't. If they get another show, that's crazy. Who would get it? Who would be the network to get the show, Diva? If you would think that they would get another show.
Well, you know what, and it's not like Kim pissed people off. So maybe it could be back on Bravo, it could be on E, it could be, I don't know, it could probably be anywhere, but I don't see her and Kim, because Don't Be Tardy was a charity moment for Bravo, because the ratings were never that good, but they kept them on for years.
Do you think?
I don't know.
Do you think NBC would sign a deal with her?
Oh no, they ain't gonna sign. Well, you know what? I can't say that because Bravo is a part of NBC in some way, shape, or form too. Let me slide over to Adele. Adele, what are your thoughts?
When this all started, I really did think that it was all a big hoax. But the length they went through to insult and degrade each other, embarrass, and almost like if they're able to do this to each other, what wouldn't they do to other people? If this was put on, I'm sorry, there's something wrong with them. Because like, you have kids, and not big kids, small kids, and on top of it, like there's no money in the world that if this is real, that I could ever be given for me to do this to my spouse or to get on a TV show. I don't know. I just wish them well, but this is embarrassing. This is beyond embarrassing.
Yeah, it
I
is. It's crazy.
Yeah, I hope in the end it's worth it for them because it's like, what are you about? What's your morals? What are your values? If you can go this far with the person that you say you love, it's beyond words.
Well,
So good luck.
I think too though they're unhinged in a sense right now is that they know they're underwater. They're drowning. They are literally drowning. And it's like, what do you and somebody said the IRS, Mo Walker said the IRS already took the house, but I never seen I'm not saying they didn't, right? But I never seen the IRS take your house and you could still be in it. I mean, I'm thinking a long time ago what they did to Red Fox. They came, took that house, took everything in it. They was, when Tony Braxton owed the IRS, they came and they took all her Grammys and everything. I don't know. Like, this is crazy how they're still sitting in that mansion. And to me, that's like, why sit there? But I don't know where they're gonna go with all these kids too. But others have worked it out. Emmanuel, what are your thoughts?
I already went, but I will just add really quickly. I think it's better for them to stay together because I would rather them work on it than to be separate and to continue that stuff on their family. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do. Chef Cav, any thoughts?
No, I'm good.
All right. In my opinion, did you go? You did, right? Because my screen shifted around.
Yeah, I went.
Okay. Denzel, what are your thoughts?
At first I thought that it was real, but then, I was like, no, they playing in our face. Like they've been playing in our face the whole time. Like this is not okay. And this is my opinion. I think this is a plot and a scheme to get back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta or another show they wanted that have on Bravo or whatever network will pick it up. I think that's what they are doing. They are setting a bad example for their children. Mm-hmm. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. They need to grow up. I don't know. I think they are really desperate for money because they don't have a lot of money, allegedly.
Right. They're definitely desperate for money. That's for sure. So
yeah.
Morgan, yes, the Brat did have her baby boy. I did see that. So congratulations to the Brat and her wife, Judy.
Exactly.
Right? Miss Judy, yeah. So congratulations to them. Okay, so everybody spoke on this Kim and Kroy situation. We're all good. We're gonna move.
Yes. Congratulations to Sonia Richards Ross.
That's right. I thought she was playing games with that. She's pregnant.
Yep.
She pregnant?
She is.
You talking about Sonia from the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yes.
Oh, well, congratulations to them. Congratulations.
Yeah, I thought she was playing with that storyline, but see, now she's going to regret that she wanted to kick her sister out because she's going to need her more.
Exactly.
Played herself. She another one played herself.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, congratulations to Sonya. When I saw that, I was shocked because I really thought she was playing games with that as a storyline. All right. So our next story is Monique and Chris. So they're formerly from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Also did Love and Marriage DC. They're another one that said that they were getting a divorce. So they're getting a divorce, but what's interesting is that they are still living in the same house together. Let me see where I have that story. They're still living in the same house together, and she's renovating her current home. Says she had to do a lot of work. She had to find out how to love herself. And, they're co-parenting well. She said that her and Chris will never come online and talk about each other because they got kids. So I will say they're doing that the right way, right? So Monique Samuel says she and ex Chris are still living together amid divorce as she remodels new home. Okay. So the Real Housewives of Potomac alum filed for the divorce from her former NFL player husband in June. Monique is still living with Chris despite filing for divorce in June. On a Thursday night Instagram Live, the Real Housewives of Potomac alum 39 opened up about her divorce proceedings and stated that while she and her former NFL husband, 45, may be parting ways, they are still living under the same roof. You know, God bless the couple that can do that, right? That can do this, uncouple nicely, right? Uncouple nicely. We are still living together right now, Sammy says. I want to move out of this house and have a I don't want to move out of this house and have a temporary living situation where the children aren't comfortable. So that wouldn't make sense. The Bravo star also opened up about her future plans, which includes a new home that she is currently remodeling. I bought a house back in March. I'm remodeling it now, Sammy says. It's a beautiful home. I love it. It's 5 bedrooms. It's really nice on a little over an acre of a land. I call it my haven. I'm just waiting to finish the remodel. Okay. Listen, you know, we got to give it up to Chris too, right? Because he's being a man about this thing. Like, to let your wife that doesn't want you anymore. And I really feel like Chris doesn't want this divorce, but he's accepted the fact that Monique no longer wants him, right? But to let her stay there and to not kick your kids out on the curb either. And once she got a house, you could have been like, you know what, we're moving your house. Figure out how to remodel your house while you're in there. He's not doing that, right? So part of the delay on moving into our new place has to do with the couple's 3 kids, Christopher, Milani, and Chase, right? I want to make sure the children have their own rooms and things. Sam, you said they're coming up with these their own themes. They're excited they have another house on their list of houses. But yeah, they're telling me what things they have for their rooms and how they want their rooms to look. So they're really excited. Sam Hughes also stated that she had purchased her new home before she and Sam Hughes filed for divorce. Well, okay, giving some insight into their mediation process. Before we filed, we already had we're in mediation. The Love and Marriage DC star said January was when we knew this is where we were headed, and 4 months later was when I finally filed. So yes, I did buy the house before I filed, but part of the process was wanting the situation to be smooth. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this. I mean, she went on and on. She said that she would never go back to Love and Marriage, to any reality show. She also stated that she did not like the way she came across on Love and Marriage DC. And she said, I know that it was me. I said what I said and I did what I did. But she said, you know, she's been to a lot of retreats. She talked about her skincare line and all of that. She offered discount codes in case any of y'all are interested. But she said pretty much she put in the work to become a better person, because when she was with Chris, and you can go to her Instagram and you can see the whole live that she did. First of all, I think that you know, she's absolutely gorgeous. She's beautiful, right? Let me just show this picture first with Chris. Oh, that was the birthday thing. Chris, their little daughter, they have a beautiful family. But on top of that, Chris really, I wanted to just show the picture of him. Chris really, he looks amazing. When Chris, I say, really took that weight off, he really did. But this is her live. Let me just play a little bit.
What up?
I think her shirt tells the name of her business on there. Millie Essentials, where she has
here we are again. I'm sorry, maybe the third time will be a charm. So all right, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and pile on in, and y'all can hear now. Yeah, so I don't know what's up, Bondi, Octavius, what's going on, Crystal? Okay, let's do a roll call. Where is everybody from? This is my third time in a row going live trying to get this thing together. Here we go. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I text Kendra to let her know I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about the event. I still want you back in RHOP. Hell no. I love you, but no.
So see, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. She talks a lot of stuff there, and you know, I commend Chris. I'll say that. I commend Chris, because you got to be a strong man to let your wife that is divorcing you buy her house, renovate her house, and move out when she's good and comfortable. I'll go ahead and start at the top again. Nikki, what are your thoughts?
I'm still trying to figure out what went wrong in their marriage. I don't know why they're even divorcing. That's puzzling to me, but I didn't watch that show you were talking about. But I will say, I do think if you can be adults, which it sounds like that's what they're doing, then they can still remain in the same house. It doesn't mean that, you're not hurt or, sad about it or whatever the case may be. But I do think some people maybe are better parents than they are married people or vice versa. So I do think it's a good thing that he's, I guess, quote unquote, allowing her to stay there. But I also know that, or I feel like if she was smart, her name is on this mortgage too. So if both of our names are on there, he can't just put her out. So that's why it could be one or two things. He could just not be able to put her out in there, or they could just be being adults about it, so that's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, either way, I like the way they're uncoupling. It seems like they're doing well, right? Leo, what are your thoughts?
I don't know what Monique doing. I would just be honest with you. I don't know what Monique doing. Monique telling lies. She doing Oscars. She is obfuscating. She doing a lot of stuff all at the same time, which is really what she always did. It's not anything different. But the only thing that I can say is I hope they can co-parent. I hope they all, Chris and her both, have the children's interests both at heart.
Yeah.
And I also think that it reveals the fact that Monique never really was attracted to Chris, because Chris is an attractive man. Regardless, I'm going to what Denzel said, regardless of whether or not he was big or small, he was still an attractive man.
Right.
And I don't think she was ever really attracted to him, to the point that being married to him, having kids with him, he was such an annoyance to her until she treated him poorly. And I could see that. I could see she was not in love with that man. And I think that's a slight on her. I do. I feel as though it's a slight on her. She really went for the NFL and all of this and the check and being the wife and having the kids and all of that. She went for it, but it wasn't really her thing. And she could not create the life with Chris that she thinks that she really wants. And I believe, just me personally, in the years to come, she will come to regret that.
Woo!
She will come to regret that, because that's a kind, generous man. And he loved her genuinely. And so I mean, whatever they do, that's fine. If she come up and she got her own thing going on, she want to be single, then yes, go ahead on and do that. If you don't want to be with that man, leave that man, and don't be there just to treat him bad.
Right.
So do that. But she gonna regret that, because when he get his other woman, and when he real happy with his other woman, she gonna feel away. She gonna feel away. She the one let that go.
Can I ask her a question? Because
wait, hold on, Nikki, because I want to go in order and give everybody a chance. But you know what, Leo, you spoke a word right there. I promise you, I think she's gonna look back, because men like Chris, and I'm not saying he's perfect, and I don't want anybody to
neither am I.
Yeah, right. But I think men like him, they don't come a dime a dozen. You see Kevin Costner, he said, get out. Get out. You wanted this divorce, goodbye. Chris could have told her to get out. They got other houses. She was saying we got houses. She even said in this live, they glad to have another house on their list. So he could have sent her to one of the other houses, but he did not. So at the core of him, you're looking at a good man who really loved his wife and his family. You can tell the way he took a lot of her stuff on Love and Marriage DC, that he wanted that marriage to work, and he loves Monique with every fiber in his being.
But Monique can't stand him, Diva. Monique
agree
cannot
with you.
stand him.
I agree with you. And I feel like once she got
Can't
all
stand
her
him.
jobs and she got her company and she was able to sustain herself on her own, I think she does everything on her terms. You heard her say, "Oh, I bought the house in March." You knew you was going to leave no matter what type of counseling y'all was in.
Yes, she did.
Who just
Yes,
buys
she
a house?
did.
Who just buys a house just because?
Yes, she did. She messed that. She gonna regret that, and it may not be a next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, but she gonna regret that. She gonna regret how she manipulated and treated that man. Because when she get that other man that she think gonna be everything, and the grass is greener on the other side, she gonna get in for a rude awakening.
She is, honey. Because the men on the street, they gangster, they messy. They messy. She gonna see. She gonna learn. She gonna learn. Radiance, what are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know much about the people because I never watched the show.
Okay.
But at least he's being nice and letting her stay in the house while she's renovating her new house.
Yes.
He didn't follow in Kevin Costner's footsteps, so that's nice.
Yes, it is.
But if what you guys all saying because you watched the show is true, it's a blessing in disguise for him. If she was manipulating him and mistreating him and not being appreciative to him as a husband, imperfect as he is and she is, then she will probably regret it. But we'll just have to let it all play out.
We're gonna have to let it all play out. You are correct. Dustin, what are your thoughts?
I'm glad that he's not kicking her out like he did with Kevin Costner, and I'm glad that he's letting her stay there between remodeling their house. I have a lot of respect for him just because of that, and he could have kicked her out and moved her to another house, but he didn't. He letting her stay there till she gets her house remodeled.
Bravo to
And
him and them thinking
bravo,
of the kids.
bravo to him. And I seen the pictures, and he looks pretty good. So,
Yeah. He took off
he's
that.
he's gonna he looks pretty good. And he looks nice and healthy now. So uh, that's that's what I was gonna say. And bravo to him. I'm so happy that he letting her stay there.
Yeah. Thank you, Dustin. Adele, what are your thoughts?
I just honor the amazing person that we're seeing in Chris and the fact that he's mature and able to do this despite what Monique feelings or actions has been. And this is why I had such an issue with Kevin Costner. When you're with someone for so long and they're the mother of your children and they take care of you to a certain extent and to take care of your children, because that's the whole point of marriage. You're in it because it's a partnership. Whether even if it comes down to an agreement, there's at the end of the day, there's a person behind each person. And if I'm with you for so long, I say I love you, you share of each other the most intimate things. You would think at the end of the day, even if the person says to you, I don't want to be with you anymore, there's something inside of you that knows the person enough to say, okay, this is why they're doing this. Maybe, and if you don't know that, that means you never knew the person in the first place. So then it becomes this thing where it's like, it's I watched the show yesterday and I remember you saying, or someone saying it was a trigger. It was a trigger for him when she said divorce. And that kind of made me see a different part of, because he's the trauma. Maybe he didn't deal with what happened with him before, but there's still a thing of like, this woman has your child. You know what I mean? Figure a better, maybe even if he doesn't want her there, figure a better way out. Like you said, in this situation, there's multiple homes. In his situation, there's multiple homes. Like it's just, it's tough when you look at people in society and the way they choose to deal with each other beyond even these situations. It's not necessary. And I wish them well. I wish Kevin Costner and his wife well, and I wish these guys well. And I hope that he's blessed with a woman that will appreciate that beautiful heart that he has and honor that.
Yeah. Emmanuel, what are your thoughts?
So I think it's really sad because they were one of the few couples that you were like when they were back in the Potomac, you were like, wow, what a great couple, right? And you were rooting for them when they were at that reunion and they were helping each other fight Giselle and all that. But I think that what it must have happened is that there probably were problems in the marriage that they never tried to work on until it was too late. And I know maybe there was some dynamics that didn't align or that clashed. And I know that Monique was really rough on him in that season of Love and Marriage DC. But I don't think it's all about attraction, because attraction isn't just how you see someone. Like, there's layers to it. So I wonder if he did something that made her lose that attraction. Like, what was he doing? What was he not doing as the man of the relationship to maybe make her feel like that? I think it's a lot of things. So I don't know, but I do hope that in this separation, she is able to think back on it. Because I used to say all the time, she needs to go back on the Real Housewives. But I think she should not go back to any TV shows. I think she needs to find herself. And I hope that they can reconcile. But I don't know.
I think it's a done deal, because I think Leo hit the nail on the head. She never really, it appeared like, right? We never know. We're not in their household or in their head. It appeared like she never really liked Chris. She liked the status that he had and the money that he had and who he was, right? Being an ex-NFL player. And Chris seems like he's not one to be not good with, he seems like he's good with his finances and his money, right? So I feel like, and so to Nikki saying, I think sometimes people, it's okay. Let me say this to answer your question, Nikki. I think it's always okay. We know that what people should do. We always know what the right thing is, but there are so many people that don't do the right thing. So that's why when someone does the right thing, we acknowledge those people. So yeah, no man should, but there's men that will kick their kid out, their wife out, move in the new female, and not look back for 1 second at the family they left behind. And that's why I'm saying that, I'm not that I'm saying, oh, he's just never did nothing wrong in this relationship, because it takes two to have a demise in a marriage or a relationship or whatever. But I am saying that so many men are way nastier, and Chris is just doing the right thing, because they have more than one house. He could simply say, go to the other house, or he could be in the other house. But you know what? He's staying in that house, maintaining the household that she's in, because one of them could go to another house and he could say, you pay all the light, gas, and everything there. I'm sure she doesn't have the type of money. She said this house is on an acre of land. That the type of money to maintain the house wholeheartedly that she's in with Chris, and then renovate that house over there. So he's being good. He's being really good about this situation. And I will continue to commend him, because there's so many men, they wouldn't give a darn, and they don't care if this kid would have to sleep on the floor, but y'all got to get up out of here.
Exactly. And that's why I do commend him, because, I mean, for a woman to leave him, like, his ego, imagine how that would feel. So for him to be handling like this, I do commend him. But Mrs. G brought up a really good point in the chat, and she said, maybe because after he retired from the NFL and he was not doing anything, Monique didn't like that he lost his ambition. Maybe
she said that, but you know what? And hold on, because I do want to acknowledge, I put a heart sign up with my hands. But Wayne, I'm so glad you're at the hospital. I hope you're recovering well at home. Take it easy, and I hope that you're feeling much, much better. Juice Radio, hey, how you doing? Here's the thing, right? What people got to understand is that relationships is a roller coaster ride. Nothing is ever going to always be perfect. And so if you're bowing out the minute your husband lose ambition, or they get sick or whatever, then you didn't really want that person anyway. You didn't. Because sometimes people lose their way. But when it's your loved one, you encourage them. And sometimes you can't just keep putting pressure. Sometimes you have to encourage in other kind ways when it's your loved one, right? She talked about his weight, and look at him now. He's in shape. It's better for him. But even now with him being in shape, does she want him? No.
She still don't want him, Diva. She still don't want him.
Boy. So
She shamed him.
he could have worked. He could have got in shape. He could have did everything on her list. But if you don't want the person no more, no matter what they do, you're gonna find a new thing to be upset about. Because the truth is, you just don't want them. But I do have a feeling though that she gonna learn when she in these streets. She gonna learn.
Me too.
Yeah.
Just me and you, Diva. Just me and you. But she gonna find out. She gonna get learned.
Yeah, she gonna get learned. She gonna get learned. Chef Cab, what are your thoughts?
That must be a big house. That's all I can think of. Because I don't see how you cohabitate with somebody who don't want to be with you. For the kids, because they got enough money, the kids gonna be all right. So that must be a real big house. Because I don't even want to see you. So I don't know how they gonna make that work, but I commend him in the sense that he's letting her stay there. I think he's letting her stay there because he's still in love with her.
He is. I was going to say that to you, Chef Cab. He is.
Yeah, because ain't no way you want peace and you got a crib, you deuces. You can go ahead right now because we can work it out. Visiting rights, whatever, with the kids. You know what I mean? You already went and got a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already was plotting.
And you renovating it.
You better call Home Depot. Now get whatever furniture company, but not here.
So Nikki, not for nothing, and Chef Kev, I'm not picking on you, but not for nothing. That's why we saying that Chris is a good man. Did you hear from Chef Kev? He said deuces.
But I think, and I do understand that, but what's getting to me is it's like we keep assuming that somehow she didn't leave for herself. Like, I just don't understand why it has to be, oh, well, she didn't like him anyway, or she wasn't really attracted to him anyway.
We watched her say it out her own mouth. So
this is not. I don't know. That's why I said I don't know.
Right, but now you know. We watched her say it out her own mouth on TV.
Right.
We're not speculating. We didn't read no article on Love and Marriage DC. The way she treated her husband, not a boyfriend. The way she treated her husband was deplorable. And let me say this to you. If I had a husband and we was on a reality show and those cameras are on me, I promise you this, no matter how mad I am at him, I ain't going to give it to him on TV. I ain't going to give him the business on TV. But you better believe when them cameras, as soon as that last cameraman walk out my door, it's going to go down. It's going to be.
So that's, you're proving my point. But you're proving my point, though.
How am I proving your point?
Because you just said, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're not going to give him the business on TV, right? That's what you just. No, listen. Hear what I'm saying. I'm trying to help you. Okay, so you're saying, I would have never done that. I would after the cameras left, you would do whatever, right? That's what you said. So that's what I'm saying. How do we know that after the cameras left, Chris wasn't doing exactly what you're talking about? How do we know he wasn't dogging her out, just wouldn't put it on TV? That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know the whole story. So he could have been treating her treacherously behind the scenes, and we'll never know because, like you said, the cameras was off. That's all I'm saying.
But she never said that. She never said that Chris treated her poorly. She never said that.
I didn't say
never. She say everything else.
She
run her mouth.
We talking about Monique. Never said that. And so here's the thing too, Nikki. I'm gonna throw this in there. She said that because she knows her man. She knows Chris. And she knows Chris will never go but so low. She knows that, right? So in that live that she did, she said that neither one of us are going to talk about anything. I'm not going to tell you about the core of the real, whatever, why we're breaking up. All I'm going to just say is we grew apart. There were high-level sprinkles, breadcrumbs on the street that Monique was doing what she was doing. And the breadcrumbs was high-level breadcrumbs.
Okay,
and she claims that she didn't go back to Love and Marriage DC because the contract wasn't right. The streets claim she didn't go back to Love and Marriage DC because Carlos King was going to make sure that all of those sprinkles was going to be put out on that show. But either way, though, all I'm saying is that yes, it takes two to have a demise of a relationship, but sometimes within that two, One person may have 20% of the problem and the other person has 80. That's it. That's all.
Okay. Well, listen, I don't know because, like I said, I didn't watch that show, but I just wanted to answer the question that I think Chef Kip asked about the way people are can cohabitate after they're divorcing or whatever the case may be. The way people do that is because they're mature, right? So just because you're getting a divorce does not mean everything in your marriage was just turmoil and y'all hated each other and all of these things. People can sometimes simply grow up, right? So it's sort of like whatever I thought I knew about life at 15 years old, I can guarantee you by the time I was 20, it was a whole different outlook, so on and so forth. When I'm 25, I think about things differently. At 38, I went back to school to get another college degree because I wanted a different level in my life. It doesn't mean that I can't grow, right? So maybe they grew apart. Sometimes people start out when they're 20 and then, they're 20 years later in their marriage, they're not the same people. So now I want to do something different, or maybe perhaps he wants to do something different. I just don't understand why it has to be the most negative situation, that they hate each other. Not everybody that gets a divorce is divorcing because they just hate this person. Some people,
it's not realistic.
Grow apart.
Something.
Yeah, I gotta move on to, in my opinion, because here's a key factor that's happening in this conversation with you, Nikki, is you didn't watch the show. So yes, if we want to talk generically about divorce, everything you're saying is correct. We know that, right? People grow up, people can be mature, people cannot be mature, people can be dirty, people cannot play dirty. Facts. We know that, right? But when we're talking about this particular couple here and everything that played out on TV and all that we heard and that we know in this situation, the platform that it was built on is saying that she got with him because he had money. The platform that it was built on is that their prenup was 10 years. She decides to go file the paperwork in the 11th year. The platform is that when she met him, she didn't have a job. She was homeless or whatever. Now she has the radio host show job. Now she has her own business. It's almost like he was a sponsor until she got on her feet. And now she's like, good, deuces. So all I'm saying is that nobody's here going to blame the wife wholeheartedly all the time or the husband wholeheartedly all the time. But we are saying in this particular situation, something in the water ain't clean. That's it. In my opinion, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so my thoughts is this was planned all along. Okay. She got on the show on Potomac and she all told us when she told Ashley they both had a prenup. Okay. He was playing in NFL when she got with him. He's from a country town in Alabama, Selma, Alabama. Okay. He don't really go out like that. She thought she was gonna be living the high life because when he was playing football, she was traveling all the time. Now that he's not playing football, he doesn't travel. He stays at home. And that was a problem for her when she got on DC. Oh, he don't never do nothing. All he does is stay at home. And he's gained so much weight since he stopped playing football. Okay, then that man started going out with her. He started losing the weight, and she's still not happy. So, yes, I think she's going to get exactly what she deserves. It may not be now. It may not be tomorrow, but she's going to get it. I used to be a Monique fan, okay? Watched her YouTube videos of them at home, cooking together, everything else. She wants to put out a narrative that she's not that girl, but she's turning out to be, yes, you are that girl.
That's right. That's right, opinion. Speak on it.
Okay. Speak on it. Speak on it. Denzel, what are your thoughts?
I liked it. Them on the Real Housewives of Potomac. They seem like they were a happy married couple. I thought, some people might have thought of that too. Some people might not like what I'm about to. I really think, in my opinion, that she used him for his money, allegedly. That's how I feel. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Um, he looks good. Yeah, he looks good. He looked good. He looked good back then too. He looked good back then too. Um, but the thing is, you know, he probably don't want the divorce, and she probably is the only one that wants the divorce. And um, it was nice of him for letting her stay at at their house. They got children together too. Um, I don't know. Something is not right. Like why she don't want to be with him no more? That's the question. What in the world happened? Like what happened?
I think, you know what? She just doesn't want him. She's not in love. And you know what? That's fine. Hopefully,
Monique told y'all in that live. She got her dream job. She got her dream home. She ready to move on. Let they move on, okay? And let's let Chris get somebody that he truly wants to be with him for the right reasons.
Right.
Okay, because it's never good for nobody to stay in a marriage that ain't working for you. So if it's not working for them, let's let them go their separate ways. But I guarantee you this, she will regret that one day.
Exactly. And can I say this, Diva? You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. And a lot of people need to know this too. It's not a whole lot of good people on this world. It's not a whole exactly. It's not a whole lot of good people in this world. And she's gonna find out the hard way that she gonna learn the hard way that she made a dumb mistake. Because he seemed like a cool dude, and he seemed like he really loved that woman. He seems like he really loved her, and she's gonna regret it. And if God forbid, if he gets a new wife or a new girlfriend, she probably gonna be looking like, oh, I miss him. Oh, I miss her. Don't cry now. Like she's gonna regret this. She's gonna regret it, and it's gonna be her fault.
Well, sometimes lessons got to be learned the hard way.
That's it.
And that's
you know what it looks like, Diva. Maybe she loved Chris, but she was never in love with him.
Oh.
She probably do love the father of her children. She probably do love the father because he's a decent man. She probably do love him. But she's still a beautiful young woman, and she probably is ready to go out here and get something that she is really trying to get into, because she was not into Chris like that. She just wasn't into him like that.
Remember that? What was that movie? He's just not that into you. She was just not that into him. And I think that's
point blank period.
And it is what it is. But you know what? And that's why I said both play a role in it, because I do know, even though he couldn't wrap his mind around it, at some point Chris knew to.
Yeah.
That's how come he relinquished him so easily, because he always knew. Monique is a beautiful girl. This girl, the skin is gorgeous. Like this girl right here is a beautiful woman, and she can go anywhere and get her any kind of man she wants. But just be careful, my young woman. You getting ready to dip into some dangerous waters, and I pray that you come out safe.
Amen. Amen to that.
Amen. And I think that's it, and that's all.
I agree with you, Juice Radio. I agree.
Point blank period.
Think for that real quick. But I agree, because when she's absolutely gorgeous. There's absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to get the still picture. There we go. She's just beautiful, and her skin glows through the screen. That's why I'm telling you, she got me with the oils. I was ready to go find a site and order. I still might place an order. She's beautiful. Look at daughter's gorgeous. Her little mini. She has, and you know what? She said, "I love my children. Love my children."
And she does. And she got a great father for her children.
Oh, Diva, did you see the diamond earrings he bought? Did you see the diamond earrings he bought his daughter?
Yes, I did.
And he said it was from both of us. Even though he was the one that shot for her, because he had the video of him taking them on. So even though he was the one that shot for her, he said it's from both of us.
Yeah.
And you know what? And she was still over talking him at the dinner.
Wasn't she?
Right?
Though?
She was still trying to take control. I don't like
it. Yep. Oh, she definitely showed her true self on DC. She wasn't her true self on Potomac, but she showed her true colors on DC.
But look at her. She's gorgeous.
She's a gorgeous woman.
She's gorgeous. You gotta give that to her.
You know, Diva, can I say this?
Yes, 1 second. I'm just
okay.
She helped him out because she's a control freak page. That's there you go. Boom. Boom. She's a control freak. She did, regardless, they helped each other too. Like Nikki said, it wasn't all bad, and we're not saying it was. Because listen, he might not have got back in the gym and been prompted to take control of his health, so to speak, if it wasn't for her pushing. So she helped him. He looks amazing. Amazing.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
His life.
He does.
Really looks good.
Yeah.
So it's not all bad. She's drop dead gorgeous. She is, Miss G. I'm telling you, she got me when I was watching that live. I was like, oh, I got to go on this site and order me some products.
She can be a model.
She could. She
For
could.
real.
She could, Denzel. We
yeah.
In fact, she definitely could. And for her to have pushed out 3 kids,
yeah.
She looks amazing.
She does.
Be giving it up to us. She looks really good. Who wanted to say something to me real quick before?
Can I say something, Diva?
Yes.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a pray for them because it's really sad to see a family break up. It's sad.
It is, but you know what the good thing for them, Denzel, is if he is being this kind while she's remodeling her home, and from the way I feel like it is, I feel like she's gutting that thing out because I just can picture Monique in my head, right? She's gutting that thing out. She's making that thing perfect. So that ain't going to happen overnight. It may be a whole year later before she get to move in. If
exactly
he's this kind to allow this moment to happen, I see them at least being great co-parents. But I will tell you this. Yeah. He's chilling right now because nobody's in his ear yet. Let's see how it goes down when somebody get in his ear.
Right.
When I mean somebody, I mean another chick.
And you know what? And he's a real man.
Yes,
you get what I'm saying? He's a real man.
He is.
And she's gonna regret it.
She's going to regret it. So we're going to move on, and we're going to, y'all helping me out here. This is really going to be express train tonight. Okay. We're just a little bit over, but I'm on my last story. So that's a good thing. So we're going to move on to this last story here, and they're calling it a Poolside Karen. Okay. Poolside Karen. Let me get into this story here, and let's see what y'all think about this one. So the Daily Mail, in case y'all want to go read the whole thing. Poolside Karen, who went berserk at a Latino family at Colorado condo. She is an art consultant, and she's supposed to be some feng shui expert who screamed, "You don't even know what how do you say Hermes? Hermes is, right? So she trying to say, y'all so dirt poor, you don't know luxury when you see it, right? And you know what I'll never understand? I never understand, like, I just don't get people sometimes, right? So she was drawn, let me see, did I get to the top of the story? I want to make sure I don't miss anything. No. So a wild-eyed racist white woman who launched an attack on a Latino family for having a party at a swimming pool complex has been named as an art consultant. So her name is Blair. She's 49, was recorded lashing out at the family during a racist tirade in Colorado, where she had to be held down by a man from her own party. The Lakewood woman called the group trash and said that they should go back down to Denver, and berated them for not knowing what, the designer bag was. This ordeal took place at 4:25 p.m. at her apartment complex, where condos cost up to $6,500 a month in rent. Insane, okay? Drawing a crowd of several people, the woman continued to shout and harass the family in the clip. At one point screaming, "Get the F out." So she used to work at a master's gallery in Denver, who put out a statement distancing themselves from her, adding that they condemned any actions or statements expressing hatred or racism. So let me see if I can play a little bit of the video. Let me see if I could play. Let me make sure.
Whoa. Okay, say that again.
Okay, that's not it. I don't know why. Okay, I gotta wait till this ad. Let me put it down while the ad goes by.
Where did you say this took place? What city?
In Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
Okay, so wait till this ad goes by. I'm surprised I can't skip it.
Don't you hate ads?
I can't stand them. Why is this ad?
Me neither.
Okay, let's see if it plays. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. You have a fob, 2 people. You have a Mexican party in the pool. Trash. Oh yeah, you can't do that. You can't just record me.
Hire people out here. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you guys are such losers.
I'm so sorry.
Go back down to Denver.
Please, I don't. Yeah.
I live here. I live here. Nowhere where you ever came from. You so class. Oh my God, it's so dumb, and you're wearing it at the pool, you idiot.
This is turning.
Yeah, you don't even know what Hermes is.
Police here now.
I have Hermes sandals on. Oh yeah, and these? Hold on, wait, this is good. And these?
Oh, she
No.
Bye bye with the cops, you go.
If you've got injuries on fingers, I'd like to go take it.
Crazy. She's arguing with the cops.
Okay, so all right.
Okay.
Crazy. So what she did is she was mad that the family was having a pool party. When the cops came, she did not get arrested, but the person that was with her, she looked like she pulled diamonds or something out of the bag, and he was trying to tell her like, yo, put that back, don't show that. I don't know what the heck was going on there, but it's so sad that in this day and age, like, we just can't all get along. I'm just like, come on now, people, what is the big deal? And if you're mad at them having a pool party, be mad at them for having a pool party. But why you have to call them names and say, crazy stuff to them? I don't know. I'll go ahead and start at the bottom this time. Denzel, what are your thoughts?
That was crazy.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah, we live in the crazy world. Racism, sadly it's not gonna go away. This racism mess is crazy. She should have just mind her business. And why is she gonna take that the person's phone out? Snatch their phone.
I don't.
That's
know.
assault. That's assault.
Yeah, well,
and
that's what they said in the article. To be honest with you, that's what they said in the article too. That's what they said in the article. Yeah, that they said it was. They said it was.
Yeah, and and she calling them trash. Well, she's trash.
Yeah.
People need to mind their business and leave people alone. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, what is a Mexican pool party anyway? Exactly.
Yeah, that was racist.
You know what? She seemed like she was drunk, number one.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was drunk. And like I said, whatever she pulled out and showed, I felt like they was doing something criminal, because he was sure trying to tell her, like, stop that. Don't be showing that. He was really, whoever was with her was trying to calm her down. Was really trying to calm her down. In my opinion, what are your thoughts?
Looked like she was on that cocoa. Okay. And I'm gonna need people to stop taking that stuff, because they had that junk laced with so much stuff that make y'all act crazy. Don't take the cocoa, baby. Leave the cocoa alone.
Yes. Yep. Thank you. In my opinion, Chef Kev, your thoughts?
Oh, well, question is, if she got so much money, why she got to share a pool?
Oh, come on now, Chef Kev. Oh.
I mean, if you got money, people I know with money either got their own pool or they get a private event. So the fact that you sharing the pool, you're on the same level as them.
That part.
So
That part.
that's what that is. So, you showing whatever bag, which you probably got secondhand, you know. So that's that, and it just lets you know, no matter how, and this is one thing I've realized, no matter how far we think we've come, you see how far we gotta go,
Mm.
and that's just the way it is because this woman has a younger person in her life, with a child, nephew, niece, somebody who she's influencing,
Mm-hmm.
and this is why it perpetuates and continue to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so hate is taught, and that's what it is. And so she's doing this, and I'm glad they exposed her because she probably lost a little piece of job,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well,
and
that
that's
one
what.
job said they didn't work with her in 5 years because people was trying to, they posted online and said, help us find who this woman is. Her co-workers need to know, her boss need to know. And they connected her back to a gallery. And that gallery said, we ain't worked with her in 5 years and we don't play that hate game and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead. But you are correct. You got all of that money. Why you don't have your house in your own pool? Yeah, they saying boom, Chef Kev. Come on now.
That's
Anything
just
else?
it.
Yep.
That
Thank
is
you.
it.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
Emmanuel, your thoughts?
Well, she just looked crazy. She's clearly racist, and the thing about it is nowadays, when they catch these people on tape, they find their information right away.
Yes,
Like
they
they
do.
find their job information, what school, like they find everything. So I don't know. Chef Kev is right about the progress. It's so backwards and it's messed up, but I don't know.
Very sad. Very sad. Adele, what are your thoughts?
That this woman obviously has some major issues of her own, because
Mm-hmm.
obviously she's on something, first of all. And
Mm-hmm.
second, she's mad because she only has enough money to look rich, not necessarily be rich.
Mm-hmm.
And she's taking out on these people that did nothing to her.
Mm-hmm.
Being said, we keep on talking about mental health over and over and over and over. And sometimes it's kind of like in these situations too. Good people don't do bad things to other people. Hurt people hurt people. And if you feel the need for it to make yourself better, you're gonna put someone else down. That's a problem. So I hope she gets some help,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope people have it in their heart to forgive her. And hopefully, at the end of the day, we learn, grow, and mature, and be better. It starts with individual people.
Mm-hmm. You said the
Yeah.
heart to forgive her?
Well, because at the end of the day, I look at her, I feel sorry for her.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, these people, they're obviously there's something going on with them. That's why they're lashing out. Like a lot of it's easy to say, oh, this person's horrible, let's throw them away. But obviously there's something that went wrong in her life. That's why she's the way she is. No one's born like this. So whoever taught her, however she grew up, whatever happened to her to make her the way she is, I hope something comes in her life to help her change that. Maybe this, maybe her seeing herself and be able to be confronted with that, allow her to, evolve and change. Because this is our life is meant to be about evolving, changing, and being better. And when the mirror is put in front of you, sometimes it helps.
Thank you. Paige said that ain't mental health, that's drug-induced racism. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
It
Yeah.
could be.
Dustin, your thoughts?
The whole situation is very sad.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to get some help. And I think I agree with Adele here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's really sad, and I she's probably on a little bit of cocoa, and she needs to get a lot of help here.
Thank you, Dustin. You said she probably on a little bit of cocoa. She on something.
That Coco.
piped up.
Or something.
Up, okay? And then you went and knocked the phone out of the person's hand.
Assault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Radiance, what are your thoughts?
She's a white woman, crazed, wild wildebeest. I hope. I hope.
Not a wildebeest.
Ooh, child.
Oh my God.
I can't.
Oh yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Making me hot. Ooh, child.
I hope she get arrested and the Mexican party goers press charges.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like she didn't have a job in 5 years, so she can't lose a job. So she ain't had no money, so everything she got is from the swap meet. It ain't real new.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Leo, what are your thoughts?
Once again, these people are unserious, right? They are unserious. This Karen, she gonna get all the things that people gonna drag her through the social medias. If she got a job, she get ready to lose it because she went to the place and let go and had her sugar, booger, all of that going on with her drinks, and she let loose on her racist rant.
Mm-hmm.
And she getting ready to lose her job. These people is not playing. And she thought that the internet, Beyonce's internet, will let her go with what she said. And she gonna suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
But for real though, the internet has opened us up to what we already know is true, right? The people inner thoughts, how they really feel about people, is all the way out there. And it is unfortunate for this woman that she put her inner thoughts in allegedly under some other induced capacity that she is at, drug induced, alcohol induced, whatever capacity that she is at, that she spoke the truth. But the truth, the thing is that those of us that live in this skin already know that that's how people are.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate for her that she's getting ready to suffer the consequences for the Twitter CSI. Just get ready to drill down in her ish to see, okay, this is who she is and this is what she has done. And it's unfortunate, but look, you said it, you did it.
That part.
You said it, you did it.
That part.
So it is what it is.
It is what it is. Somebody wrote a comment saying that if they would have snagged her or snatched their phone back from her, I bet you the cops would have came and arrested them. It's a hot mess. But
it is.
That's right.
Yep. Nikki, what are your thoughts?
That's
right. I'm just waiting for her to go on her apology tour about how she's not a racist and she's not xenophobic, and you know, she just was really tired from working 80 hours that week, and you know, she also had been drinking, and she needed to go rehab because she's just so stressed out. I can't. That's what I'm waiting for, because that's what they all say. That's what they all do.
No, you got it right. You did the tour.
My behavior.
Yep.
I cannot. So I'm just waiting on it, because that's people don't really change until something dramatic happens. Think about it. We got a whole Bible that tells us what we're supposed to do, what we're not supposed to do. People don't even listen to God. We be like, well, I'm just do this little fornicating over here. Ask God for forgiveness. You know, I'm just like, you want to be fed up with it, but you know, it's just, this is never going to change. People are always going to say reckless, racist, biased, BS all the time because it remains unchecked. It's not, to me, this is representative, and it's different, but it's kind of representative of what happened to George Floyd. And everybody was like, well, well, why was he still doing all of this? And he has cameras, people filming him and all that. It's because you already feel in your mind, you know how our world works. So nothing's going to happen to you. You're going to have, all this blue lives matter people come out and whatnot. I just think people have this behavior because they know they can get away with it. There's no reason for her not to feel that way. If you can shoot someone, or I don't know if you can say shoot, but if you can unalive somebody on camera and really do it and don't care, like, it's because you have this expectation that I can get away with this and it's going to be just fine. And that's what's going to happen.
Because we don't have the value.
Correct.
We don't have the human life value.
Mm-hmm.
So she incorporated that and spoke her words.
100%.
Yeah, yes, but you're right, and I'm praying for the world and that things go better. This was supposed to be an express train, so we're about to close out. But we have been doing memory lane here as we close out. So today, what we're doing is, what's your favorite dessert? Okay, we're going to start at the bottom with Denzel. What's your favorite dessert?
Oh God, cheesecake.
Oh, you like the cheesecake? I like.
Yes.
I like the cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. Do they have a Cheesecake Factory in your area?
In Raleigh? Oh yeah, we do.
Okay. Yeah.
In Raleigh, yes.
I like the cheesecake. I like the Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. But come on, Denzel, with the cheesecake. Flip said the banana pudding. Radiance, what's your dessert?
Oh, any dessert?
Yeah, and the one you love the most.
Probably a brownie sundae.
Oh, okay now.
Ooh.
Shout out to the people that like their brownie Sundays. Listen, red velvet cupcakes. Okay, we got the red velvet cupcakes in there. What is that? Creme brulee? Is that how you say that? All right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Emmanuel, and everybody likes that red velvet cake. I don't like all.
It's okay.
Creme brulee is like an egg custard.
Yeah, red velvet cake is it's just, to me, it's chocolate cake with red dye.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, but shout out to the people that like the red velvet. Okay, white cake with buttercream icing. Yes, I can hang with you with that. Emmanuel, what's your dessert?
To be honest, I'm not really a sweets person, but I do love. I'm with Denzel. I love a good cheesecake.
Okay, yes.
All right.
Cheesecake too. Adele, what's your dessert? Juice Radio, you trying to turn this into a night show?
Diva After Dark.
The after.
But you know what, Juice Radio, I ain't mad at you now. But we ain't doing after dark.
All right now.
I like that dessert too, Juice Radio. I like that dessert too.
Diva After Dark. Adele, what's your favorite dessert?
You need to go out.
You want me to skip you? Okay, because you okay. Denzel, what's your dessert? Dustin, what's your dessert?
Ice cream.
Oh, you just any kind. You good with any kind? My favorite ice cream.
I like vanilla ice cream.
Okay, vanilla.
All right.
Vanilla. I like butter pecan. I'm a dessert girl. I love them all. Can just pick. Can't just.
I'll eat any. I'll eat any ice cream, but my favorite one is the vanilla.
Okay. Good. All right. My favorite cheesecake.
What's your favorite kind, Diva?
Butter pecan.
That's my mom's too.
Oh, that's great.
I love butter pecan. Oh yeah,
is my absolute favorite. In my opinion, what's your dessert?
Banana pudding and a good cookies and cream.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, everybody can't make banana pudding, but my girlfriend makes this really good banana pudding. I could eat hers all day long. Now,
let me tell you something, Diva. The secret is you got to get people that actually know how to make it from scratch. Because when you making that pudding from the pudding pack, nuh-uh.
Do you like Diva? Do you like Paddle Bell's banana pudding?
I ain't never taste Panda Bell's
banana. No, it's pretty good. Paddle Bell is diabetic, so her banana pudding ain't gonna be good anyway. You gotta ask her too.
We didn't get to talk about it in the trending topics, but I was going, I love Miss Panda Bell, but I was going to talk about her You messing up that tribute to Tina Turner.
Yeah, she was wrong for that. She was wrong.
Don't get all right now. Don't get me started. We getting back on the dessert here. Kat said New York City Mr. Sophie ice cream cone. Come on with the New York City Mr. Sophie, okay?
Yeah.
Who am I at? Chef Kev, what's your favorite dessert?
Oh wow. The devil made this cake. Is Oreo cookies ice cream pie. It's the devil.
Ooh.
That sounds
I
good.
like that
Yeah,
too.
that sounds good.
It's just is the devil. I love it. I swear to God. It's like
It's to die for.
it's lust, it's fornication, it's
Oh,
everything.
he said lust.
I'm telling you,
It's
I don't
after
even know, but that cake that pie right there will break. I mean, have
With
you
that
sucking
cookie
crackhead.
crust, baby. That ice
Yes,
cream.
Lord.
Ooh, it's everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
who likes peach cobbler?
I do.
You like
I
peach
do.
I
cobbler?
like peach cobbler.
No.
Gwendolyn said anything chocolate with nuts in it. Okay.
But you got to put a little bourbon in your peach cobbler. It makes it so much better.
Okay.
From Nothing But Cakes. I saw that store. They built one around me. I have to go check it out. I never been in it, never had anything from it. I'll check it out. So you saying they make good stuff. All right, Leo, what's your dessert?
Pie a la mode. It is apple pie and ice cream. It can be drizzled with like caramel or whatever, but that pie a la mode is everything. A fresh baked apple pie with the crust and put some ice cream on top of it. That vanilla ice cream
Look
on
like
top.
you and
It
Sandy
is,
got the same idea.
yes, it
Sounds
is
good.
so good. That is my favorite. A hot apple pie with some ice cream on it with a drizzle of caramel. It is if you got the pecans to sprinkle on top, the roasted sugar pecans. Oh yes, it is everything for me.
That
For
sounds
me.
good.
Okay. Nikki, what's your favorite dessert?
I thought we covered this. I like everything that's full of sugar. Now, I would say beignets from Grand Lux. I don't know
Beignets.
if y'all
Ooh,
have
those are
Grand Lux
good.
where y'all are, but they make these really good beignets, and I might have a beignet addiction at this point because I go there every other day. My husband's just like, listen, what we're not doing is don't take your behind back to but I love beignets. But I don't understand the people that like to put ice cream on top of hot desserts. Like
Don't do that. Don't do
I
that.
don't get
Don't
that.
do that. Don't do that.
But here's my thing.
Apple
It's sort of
pie
like
ice cream. Did you try it? Did you ever try it?
yes, and I don't
You
get
didn't
it.
like it?
Listen, I am the
Listen out.
person that wants my plate. I don't want. Why are you
Food
putting
touching.
my cornbread on this plate with these string beans that got water in them, and now my cornbread is listen.
You don't like
Child,
it?
that's because you supposed to mix it anyway. That's how
absolutely
you
never.
eat
No,
it. Yes.
my brain.
Listen, Nikki.
My brain doesn't allow stuff like
Nikki,
that. Mm-mm.
Nikki, Miss Matt said, "Don't go there, Nikki." She said, "Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't start nothing. Don't start."
But you know what, Diva? You know what, Diva? Some people don't.
Oh,
Denzel,
He must have hit the wrong button.
he probably hit the wrong. No, Denzel.
Did you hear me?
Oh, now he's back.
Did you hear me?
No,
No.
some people don't like what.
I was saying some people don't like their food touching.
I'm not a food mixer either. I don't like that either. But apple pie with some ice cream on top, especially if the apple pie hot, you missing out on a good.
Help me
It's
understand.
good.
No,
The apple pie by
you
itself.
don't know. You don't know.
Right.
But hold on, the apple pie by itself is warm, and it's. This is what I don't understand because I also don't eat dip or any type of like.
You don't.
Except nacho cheese,
But
because
wait,
that's just a
hold
different
on, we
thing.
gonna freeze because we gotta close out. This was supposed to be a express train.
Oh, sorry.
We on the dessert. You know, Thanksgiving, some families make apple pie. I mean, not apple pie. Some families make a sweet potato pie, and some make pumpkin pie. We gonna go around and we gonna solve this today. We gonna solve this today. We closing out. Denzel, is it apple pie? I mean, sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie?
Sweet potato pie.
All right, thank you, Denzel. Radiance, sweet potato or pumpkin pie?
I don't eat either, but Sweet potato.
All right. In my opinion, sweet potato or pumpkin pie.
You already know, Diva. You gotta have you a good sweet potato pie.
Come on now, Emmanuel, sweet potato
He don't like sweet.
or pumpkin pie. Some people say both.
I mean, I would say butter pecan pie, but if I had to choose,
That is not an answer, sir.
I know. I'm gonna go with the pumpkin.
Okay, okay.
Emmanuel, you being messy. You couldn't just go with the pumpkin pie.
I would have voted for pecan pie too.
Hold on. Wayne, don't be starting no mess now. Oh no, pecan pie.
I like pecan pie.
Potato or pumpkin pie. Hold on, Adele, sweet potato or pumpkin pie.
But my answer from before though is grape nut ice cream Jamaican, and it's Jamaican.
We didn't went to Jamaica.
Huh?
No, I didn't come to you. I'm sorry. What's your answer from before?
Because my thing wasn't working.
Okay.
But it's grape nut Jamaican ice cream.
Okay.
And for it's potato pudding from Jamaica too. Not pie. Don't do pies.
Okay. Well, I know some my bestie, she's Jamaican. Potato, what is it called? Potato what?
Pudding. Tell her to do that for you. Oh my God, it's good.
Potato pudding?
Yes.
I'm going to
It's
ask
good.
tomorrow. I'm going to ask tomorrow.
Yes.
Somebody
it takes a long
raisin.
Sometimes potato pudding.
You talking rum raisin ice cream page?
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Dustin, don't disappoint me now. Sweet potato or pumpkin pie?
I'll have a pumpkin pie.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Emmanuel, did I come to you already? I did, right?
Yeah,
Nikki, sweet potato or pumpkin pie?
I'm brown, so sweet potatoes.
I cannot.
No, because listen, my husband works with a whole bunch of non-brown people, and I
What?
always bake them stuff. And send it to his job. And I remember one Christmas or Thanksgiving, they were like, "No, we don't eat sweet potato pie. I hate sweet potato pie." So of course, I told him to tell them I'm making everybody pumpkin pie, but I didn't. Because I don't play them type of games. I'm gonna get you to the sweet potato pie. And so then they all sent me all these comments. "Oh, Miss Gladney, thank you so much. It was bomb." I'm like, and it wasn't what's the other one? It wasn't yeah. I'm like, stop it, knock it off. It honestly takes taste to me almost exactly identical. It's just like if you just put the right amount of butter and sugar and stuff like that. But I just think it's the same part. Personally.
All right, guys. I love y'all. Thanks for being here. Happy Friday. Have an amazing weekend. Tomorrow, I don't know what time yet, but I'll be doing I think we're on rule number 4. We're on rule number 4. From the book.
Yes, rule number 4.
Thank you, my opinion. 8 Rules of Love, Jay Shetty. It's an amazing book. When we get to rule 8, we will be giving away a book. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.
You too. Y'all have a blessed weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.